And clearly, it's not just the fishing harbor that has been affected. Airports around the country have also announced that the weather has caused them to ground a number of planes. So most aircrafts have been grounded. They are not flying at all, which is affecting the aviation sector as well. Let's find out how dire the situation is and what we should expect going into the next few days. We've been joined on the line by Kafui Quashigah. He is chief forecaster with the Ghana Meteorological Agency. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
How serious is this year's Harmattan, and as individuals, how seriously should we take it?
In fact, I don't know whether you can recall that of 83 and 98. Those are also bad years of the Harmattan. But with the one of this year, we are seeing it as even worse, than those 2 years that I mentioned earlier. So this year we are expecting that the Harmattan condition will be very bad.
Okay, and how long are we to, is it likely to last?
But for the first batch, we are expecting it to last for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks, which means
we are still monitoring to see when it is going to subside, but we are giving it to about 2 weeks.
So that should be probably in the ending of this month.
Yes, we are expecting it to take us to the end of this month. But for the southern sector, if I say southern sector, I'm talking about Accra to Takoradi, we are having a good visibility as compared to that of the north. That is why we are hearing that the local flights are not getting to the north. The visibility over the north is very bad. Very, very bad. So aircraft gets there and then they are not able to land. Right. Here we are giving the visibility to the pilots at around 500. But if you get to the north, it's lower than 500, which is about 200. So the aircraft get there, and with the size of them, 200 is too bad for them to land.
Okay. What can you help us understand what causes Harmattan? How does it come about?
Yeah, you know, what happens is we have these pressure systems which move up and down. And then we have the high pressure and then the low pressure. So last week, we saw the high pressure trying to force its way out. So it squeezed the low pressure, which was over us, and then we had some rains on Thursday for last week. So the high pressure squeezed out the little moisture that we're having in the atmosphere, which was giving us the breather. But because it was squeezed out last Thursday, suddenly we had to see the Harmattan like this. So it has squeezed out all the moisture, and therefore we are having every place being dry.
Okay. All right. For those, and this is my final question, for persons who might use mountainous areas and then also motorists in general, what would the advice be for them?
Yeah, I'm happy you have brought in that one. That is my concern. If you are getting to the mountainous areas, the high grounds, visibility is very bad. Theirs is even to about 100 meters. So the driving public, this time it is not the flight, it is the driving public. You will not be able to see about 100 meters away. So what will happen is, particularly when you are negotiating a curve, you must be very careful. Put on your fog lights. And then the other one who is also coming will be able to see the fog light and slow down.
Okay.
So all of us should reduce our speed when we are getting into the mountainous areas. At least life is needed.
Okay.
So let's save life.
All right.
So that at least we all enjoy the Christmas festivity.
Okay.
But let me add here, the aged and the young ones are also important to us. temperatures are going down, and as temperatures are lowering, we are expecting that in the morning when the children are preparing to go to school, parents should prepare warm water for them to have a bath, so that at least they will at least be in the temperatures conditions nicely.
Okay.
Then again, when they finish and then they are going to school, their clothing is also important. Then the aged ones to at least let's clothe them well, because they are also of age, and then the temperatures will affect them.
Yeah.
So let's take care of this one.
Okay.
Again, the public, the smoking, the hunters,
Right.
to also take caution around this time. It is dry, so fire.
Bushfires.
We must be very careful with bushfire.
Okay.
So if you are a palm wine tapper, please, after tapping, make sure you put off all fires.
Okay.
If you are a cigarette smoker, if you drop the piece, make sure the fire is off before you leave.
All right.
Because the wind can
Carry.
ignite the fire.
Okay.
Because every place is dry.
Right.
So
Okay.
please,
And
yes,
I think for lack of time, would have to leave it here for now.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the
Okay.
education.
Thank you also.
Yes, Kafui Quashigah is chief forecaster at the Ghana Meteorological Agency, and was just giving us some do's and don'ts, especially around this time of the season. Let me confess that I love the Harmattan because it gives me the Christmas feeling, you know, but we need to be very careful and very cautious, especially bushfires and all of that. And get Nkuto. You are always safe with Nkuto. Anytime you see you're getting dry, just apply it to any part of your body and you'll be good to go.